Now that we have closed out the last month of 2023, it's a great time to recap the housing market here in the Twin Cities from December and overall the last year. I know the news headlines had us on a wild ride over the last 12 months, but this video will just do a deep dive and analysis into the local data. No smoke up your butt, no fear tactics, just info. If we haven't met before, I'm Bailey Beckman, a Twin Cities resident and local realtor, so I live in market data. Save yourself time and energy moving forward and subscribe to my channel to be the first to know about market shifts here in the Twin Cities. First, let's break down the December data. The median home price increased 1% from December 2022, now sitting at $352,000 last month. Minnesota winter weather and the holiday season are the biggest culprits for this slowdown. We should expect to see this seasonal decrease last through about early February. Overall inventory saw a sharp decline from November to December as we dug into the holiday season. But even more notable, we experienced a 5.3% drop in homes listed for sale year over year. This makes a big impact on the supply and demand balance that directly affects whether we stay in a seller's market or a buyer's market. We sat at 1.7 months supply last month, keeping us firmly in a seller's market. However, because there were fewer homes on the market and fewer active buyers searching in the off-season, we did see more buyers seeking terms more favorable to themselves, such as offers below list price. Here you can see that the median sales price compared to the original list price was at 97.8% in the 16-county metro. Our new listings added to the market bottomed out in December just like I expected. Now that we are through the holiday season, we should start to see the market begin to move a little bit more. Buyer trends showed that, in general, homes sat on the market for a median of 33 days before they moved into their pending status. Over the month of December, we saw the interest rates ranging between 6.5% and 7%. So now let's zoom out of just the month of December and take a look at 2023 as a whole. Up first, let's talk about the money. The average sales price of a home in the 16-county metro for the year was just over $364,000. Overall, this was only a 1.1% increase year over year, which was a much needed break in pricing as compared to the annual increases that we saw over the last 3 years. The gangbuster markets that we saw in 2020, 2021, and 2022 were in large part responses to the low interest rates that came from attempts to ease the economic hit from COVID. Interest rates in 2023 were a very different story. Here you can see that over the course of the year, rates for a 30-year fixed loan ranged from 6% to just over 8%. We started to see this upward climb in rates starting back in the fall of 2022. But what may surprise you is the lack of impact that interest rates had on the overall number of homes for sale in 2023 as compared to 2022. Here you can see that the total number of homes that were available for sale had back-to-back years of dramatic drops for a total decrease of 38.1% from 2019 to 2021. In early 2020, we saw an inventory drop as homeowners chose to stay put for fears of economic stress, and then we saw the rate drops down to 2.5 to 3% range, so owners chose to refinance their loans rather than sell. Our overall inventory is still very low, but life still happens. People who have to move due to a job or family change are still in positions where they have to list their homes, and we see market activity. The dance between inventory supply and buyer demand in 2023 showed that we edged closer to a balanced market, but ultimately are still sitting in a seller's market. What this means is that it is unlikely to see major price decreases in the 16-county metro, but buyers had a little more leverage and power than in comparison to 2021 and 2022. For example, here you can see that over the year, the median percent of the original price was below asking for the first few months of the year, as well as the last few months, and then remained at 100% of the list price during our peak season, as compared to offers that were above asking just back in 2022. So there is your recap of the 2023 housing market for the Twin Cities region. Want to hear my expectations for the 2024 market? Subscribe to my channel to get the notification for my upcoming video forecast.